Guten Morgen, muchachos. Welcome back to Chan Digest. Yes, sir. All right, because I'm going to be talking a lot of Chan today. That's why I'm calling it Chan Digest. With a tinge of Premier League, because there's some trouble brewing somewhere. I don't want to call it trouble, but it's looking like trouble to me. All right, let's get right into it. So the last games of the group stages of the Chan 2024 tournament happened yesterday. That was Senegal up against Sudan, and that was also Nigeria up against Congo Brazzaville, if you like. Nigeria won that game, I think, 2-0 against Congo, which was a dead rubber match because Nigeria had already been knocked out. Yes, they finished, I think they finished, what, bottom of the group? No, they finished third in the group because they had 3 points. Congo had, I think, 2 points. And the other game, Sudan versus Senegal, ended in a draw, meaning Sudan tops the group and Senegal finishes second. So we now have 8 teams left. And the tree for the final is out. And let me quickly share on how this one is going to be looking like. On the left-hand side, we have the quarterfinal match number 37. That is Kenya versus Madagascar. This game is going to be played at Moi Kasarani International Stadium. Moi International Sports Center Kasarani. That's when it's going to be played on 22nd of August at 5 p.m. That is this coming Friday, if I'm not wrong. Then the other one, the winner of that one goes on to face the winner of Sudan versus Algeria. God damn. That is deemed as match number 40. This one is going to be played at Aman Stadium in Zanzibar on 23rd of August, 8 p.m. That is on Saturday. All right. The winner of that one goes on to play in the semi-final, which will be played on 26th of August at Benjamin Mkapa Stadium, 5:30 p.m. Is this in Kenyan time? I need to check if this is in Kenyan time. I need to clarify that one. And that is deemed as match number 41, all right? On the other side, we have quarter-final match number 38. That is Tanzania up against Morocco. That match will be played at Benjamin Mkapa Stadium at 8 p.m. on 22nd of August. That is this coming Friday. All right, the winner of that one faces Uganda versus Senegal. This is going to be fire. That is being played at Mandela National Stadium, Pale Nambole, and that match will be played on 23rd of August at 5 p.m. I think that will be on Saturday. Of course, whoever wins that one goes on to play in semi-final deemed as match number 42 to be played at Mandela National Stadium. All right? And that on, after that, of course, we shall have now the third place playoff from the semi-finals. And then we shall have the final that shall be played on 30th of August, 6 p.m. Pale mahali inaitwa Moi International Sports Center Kasarani. The third place playoff will be played in Uganda, mahali inaitwa Mandela National Stadium. Local time will be what? They have not disclosed the time yet. They have not disclosed the time yet for the third place playoff. No. It will be 6 p.m. local time in Kampala. So, yes. That's how the Chan tree is looking like for the last 8, because now we are in the final 8. All right? So, of course, Kenya topped their group, Tanzania topped their group, Uganda topped their group, and Sudan topped their group. Basically, it's an Eastern African thing. You get me? Because Sudan is in Eastern Africa, I would say. Yeah, so that's that with Chan. It's looking fantastic. And now we are into the knockout rounds. Where? All right. Yeah, so let's get into other matters now. We had the PFA Award happening yesterday. Of course, the PFA Player of the Year for the men is man like Mo Salah. A bit expected. And I think on radio I said he's the second person or third person to win back-to-back PFA Awards. He has not won back-to-back PFA Awards. I need to clarify that. But he has won the PFA Awards, I think, like 3 times. Yes, the only people who have ever won the PFA Award back-to-back are Thierry Henry, the GOAT, Cristiano, the GOAT, and KDB, another Premier League GOAT. So, yeah, that's what's up. Mo Salah has not joined that class, but he has 3 PFAs. Even Ronaldo does not have 3 PFAs. Even KDB, I don't think, has 3 PFAs. But I could be wrong. So, Mo Salah, well done. The team of the tournament, of course, was also out. For the women, it was Caldente. That was her name. She plays for Arsenal, and she also plays for Spain. So, she was basically part of the squad that won the Champions League for the Arsenal. Because, the Arsenal women are doing way much better than men. Let me get a precise name. Anaitwa Mariona Caldente. She won the PFA's Women's Player of the Year, and she's an Arsenal footballer. Absolutely love that. Young Player of the Year went to Morgan Rogers. I don't know why, but yeah, he won it. I don't argue much about that because I don't know who was else in contention for this one. But I don't know what Morgan Rogers did last season besides glide past Arsenal footballers and a couple of others. Enough to win him a title? A trophy? I don't know. And it is what it is. The team of the season. We had Matt Sells in goal. I don't know why they did not have David Raya there. Maybe they're just trying to balance the squad because there was quite a number of Arsenal footballers. In the defense, we had Milos Kakes, we had Virgil van Dijk, we had Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba. A bit expected. I don't know what Milos Kakes was doing there, but it is what it is. In the midfield, we had Declan Rice, we had Ryan Gravenberch, and we had Alexis McAllister in the midfield. In the attack, a bit expected. We had on the right wing, we had Mo Salah. On the left, we had Isak. We had Chris Wood as the striker. It is what it is. That's not surprising, all right? And after the awards were done, or after the team of the year was announced, Isak dropped a bomber, right? He dropped a statement saying how he had some agreement with the club and now that agreement is being disrespected. Let me say verbatim. Let me read verbatim what he said. He said, I'm proud to be recognized by my fellow professionals with a place in the PFA Premier League team of the season, 24-25. First and foremost, I want to thank my teammates and everyone at Newcastle United who has supported me all along the way. I am not at the ceremony tonight. With everything going on, it didn't feel right to be there. I've kept quiet for a long time while others have spoken. That silence has allowed people to push their own version of events, even though they know it doesn't reflect what was really said and agreed behind closed doors. The reality is that promises were made, and the club has known my position for a long time. To now act as if these two issues are only emerging is misleading. When promises are broken and trust is lost, the relationship can't continue. That's where things are for me right now, and why change is in the best interest for everyone and not just myself. This was dropped immediately after the PFA Team of the Year was announced. I think he's dropped it in his stories because I'm reading Fabrizio Romano's post on X, but I also saw Isak dropped it on his Instagram. Yeah, so it's bring up nicely. This one, of course, this one has been dragging on for weeks now. We all know Isak wants to leave Newcastle. He wants to go to Liverpool. And Newcastle are like adamant they're not going to let him go until their demands are met or something. And they also made a statement after Isak made a statement. Almost like an hour after. I think I should check Newcastle's statement and just read it for you. It's looking really, really nicely here. I'm goddamn loving it because I'm not involved. And as I check out that statement, it's also worth noting that one man like Leandro Trossard has had his contract renewed at Arsenal in terms of wages, not length. The length is still running up to 2027, but he has had an increase in his wages just to show how much Arsenal values him. I don't know if that means Arsenal is not going to be going for a winger, but I am afraid it's kind of looking like that now. I hope that is not going to be the case. But yes, so this is what Newcastle said after that bomber from Isak. He said, we are disappointed to have been alerted to a social media post by Alexander Isak this evening. We are clear in response that Alex remains under contract and that no commitment has ever been made by a club official that Alex can leave Newcastle United this summer. We want to keep our best players, but we also understand players have their own wishes and we listen to their views. As explained to Alex and his representatives, we must always take into consideration the best interest of Newcastle United, the team, and our supporters in all decisions, and we have been clear that the conditions of a sale this summer have not transpired. We do not foresee these conditions being met. This is a proud football club with proud traditions, and we strive to retain our family feel. Alex remains part of our family, and he'll be welcome back when he's ready to rejoin his teammates. Basically, Newcastle is saying, until whoever wants Isak meets what the club wants, Isak is going nowhere. And I absolutely respect that. Ain't no player who is bigger than a club. Nobody is bigger than a club. So Newcastle should not get jostled into selling him when their demands are not being met by Liverpool. So it remains to be seen again. Are Liverpool going to come back with another offer, or are they just going to be dilly-dallying waiting for Isak to cause these, tantrums and throw these tantrums and whatnot? So it's an interesting one. It's looking really spicy. I am loving it. I hope it ends up with Newcastle and Isak having an amicable agreement of him staying there and not him going to Liverpool. You understand? So it's looking nice, man. My opinion on this one. Look, Isak, I know he really wants to leave. But, this is like almost looking like the thing we had with Gyökeres and Sporting Lisbon, where they had sort of an agreement And Sporting Lisbon were against that. They were saying there was no such an agreement. But you see, word of mouth versus what is written down, bro. If it's written down in contract, it supersedes anything else that is said by word of mouth if there was no agreement written. If it's just people who talked, they implied. It was not expressed. It was implied that you, if this and this happens, that we'll let you go. Bro, no way, man. Emenda. So this one is the one to keep an eye on. We got like how many days to go to the end of the transfer window? Like 11? Like 11 days to go to the end of the transfer window. One to keep an eye on. So it's bring up really nicely. And I'm loving it. All right. So we have like a 2-day break before we get back to channel. Of course, the quarterfinals kicks off kickoff on Friday. And we'll be there upon to keep you guys up to date. Till then, enjoy your day, enjoy your week. There's only one thing left to do. Subscribe to the channel.